I literally just walked up into the house that we made last time and I didn't even put my bed in here. In fact, this entire place is pretty much empty, except for a few chests. So with that, I guess it's time to finally move all of our things over. We have so much stuff. First things first, we should probably move the bed and the dog as well. It feels so nice to have an actual house with actual views. This is so nice. So that is all of the chests. Now, I'm probably not going to organize anything because I'll just keep that for in between episodes, but I will bring all of my stuff over here. And that includes the enchantment setup as well. And there's a spot for the enchantment table right in here. Now, I was thinking, right? We have this nice, beautiful house behind us that we built. But if we head over to the sheep and the cows over here, they are definitely not so fortunate. Look at them. They're just literally stuffed in a hole in the ground. This is terrible. So I think it would probably be a good idea if we maybe built them a barn. But this thing is absolutely massive and there's so many materials that we're gonna need to gather for that. So I think we should get started. Wait, I need somewhere to put this thing. Okay, so after a little bit of thinking, I was gonna put the barn over there, but I think I decided I'm actually gonna put the barn right here. You know, I got my house, I got my little tent, and I can have a little barn. So I think I'm gonna build the barn, honestly, probably like right here. But it does need a little bit of terraforming. Like I gotta fill all of this in. So I think first things first is we should probably fill in that hole. So for this build, one of the things that we need is wool, but we don't need white wool. We actually need light gray wool, and all of these sheep are not light gray, which is kind of a problem. I have bones, so we can make white dye, but I think if we get black dye and combine it with white, it gives you light gray, I think, or maybe that gives you gray. I don't know, but I think I need black dye. So I'm hoping maybe there's a few squid swimming in here. So I believe if I combine this with black dye, okay, that gives me gray. And then if I combine this with what? Okay. I hope it's light gray I need and not gray, now that I think of it. I surprisingly have enough for all of the sheep, which is kind of awesome. So with that, we have a stack and a bit, which is definitely not going to be enough, but it's a good start. And I'm going to start a chest out here with all of the materials that we are going to need to gather. And I'll put the wool in there for now. First things first, we got to cut down some trees. I've been doing a little bit of thinking and our axe is literally so low. We also have like no enchants on our armor, and that's because we literally have no way to get XP. What I've been doing is just going into the nether and mining quartz, which is a little dangerous and is also just kind of boring. But if you guys remember, last time we actually found a spawner down here and it is actually not too far. I don't remember what kind of spawner this is. Okay, this is a zombie spawner. I kind of wish it was a skeleton spawner, but honestly, a zombie spawner will do. And I want to turn this into a farm because I really just want to be able to repair our pickaxe and just be able to get actual enchants on our armor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this into a farm, upgrade our axe, and actually enchant our armor. So the first thing we have to do is clear out this room. But I got to grab my iPad to follow the tutorial. Oh, guys, we should save this cat. Oh my god, I gotta go fish. I gotta go save this cat. This is actually perfect because I also realized that I need kelp, which of course I have none of. So hopefully we can find some fish and also some kelp. All right, I think 5 fish should be enough. If not, then that cat is just fat, to be honest. Wait, there's not gonna be kelp in here. This is a river. Wait, I just realized I could just kill these fish instead of fishing. So I forgot that you could only get kelp in oceans, and I think the closest ocean is over here. I could be wrong, but I hope it's over here. Okay, is this over here an ocean? Okay, it is. Even though there's like an iceberg in here, there is some kelp. I only need like a stack, but I'll grab a little bit extra. I do not want to come back over here. Ooh, there's even a horses out here. I'm gonna go back, grab a saddle, because I think we have one. Wait, do we have a saddle? I'm pretty sure we do, right? If we don't, I'm gonna be really sad. I'm gonna go grab a saddle and I'm gonna try and tame one of those horses. Okay, we do have a saddle. Okay, awesome. Before I get too carried away though, I'm gonna go tame the cat as well. Hopefully the cat is still there. I got 6 pieces of fish. Okay, the cat. Okay, it's still there. Awesome. I am here to rescue you. Come here, buddy. Oh, it's me on the first fish. That's how you know that cat loves me. This may seem kind of messed up, but I am actually gonna leave the cat outside. So hopefully it keeps the creepers away, you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna leave the cat right there. Also comment what we should name this cat. I'm thinking it's a girl, but you guys comment whatever you want. Ooh, okay. Let's see how fast this horse is. I feel like this is pretty decent, actually. I should have a lead in here somewhere. Awesome. Oh my god, it's already trying to run away. All right, we'll just leave the horse there. Honestly, really got distracted, I'm not gonna lie. So all of this is apparently everything we need, so I should be good. I'm mining up here and I literally just found diamonds. I will not say no to that. Place a slab on top and then break my blocks and we should be good. Hopefully this works. I think it will though. The spawner is right here. Honestly, now that I think of it, I actually do not have a way out of here. Let's just see if this thing works, and it does. Now, before we get too carried away, I am going to make a way to get out of here. I'm also going to make the room a little bit bigger. This is a little far from the base, but honestly, it is what it is. We work with what we got right now until we have an Enderman farm. Okay, we have a few levels now. Might as well honestly see what we can get. I'm also going to make a sword and a bow as well, because those are the only tools we're missing. Honestly, all the enchants are kind of bad. The helmet is not too bad though. Respiration 3 and prot 3. Honestly, I'll take that. Now, I was going to take the time to go and make the zombie spawner actually look good, but that feels really wrong when our actual house looks like this, which is kind of embarrassing. It is literally not complete at all. So I think it's time we do a little bit of interior work, and I think I'm going to start in this kitchen here. Okay, and with that, that is pretty much the entire interior finished. There's a few things I'm missing, like I'd like probably one of these bee blast furnace. I gotta go in and fill all of the pots, add some candles, but this is pretty much it. I'm gonna just fill in the flower pots and stuff. I also want to change this. I kind of want the rose. There we go. I really do love the new paintings, I'm not gonna lie. Like this one and this one looks so good. All right, so I think it's time to give you, excuse me, I think it's time to give you guys a tour. Honestly, I didn't go too crazy with the interior. I'm not that good at interiors, to be honest, but this is the kitchen right here. I'm still missing a few things like some pickles and stuff, but this is the kitchen. I also want to add candles and stuff like right here. And I'm going to texture up the floor eventually too as well. I also got rid of the doors and added this just because it kept it a little bit more open. And I liked how I did it here, so I thought I would just do it here. But this is the enchantment room, which honestly I think turned out really, really nice. I am going to add some purple carpet once I get the chance in here, and that just really makes it look super, super nice. Got some place for books, lectern, and I can keep all my book stuff in here. And then if we go upstairs, we got this little book area here. We got a few important things we may need. And then this is like the main kind of area. I'm gonna put an ender chest here, furnaces, and then a bunch of storage. And then if we head into the bedroom, I did the same kind of thing here, got rid of the door and added this. And this is the bedroom, which I think turned out honestly pretty nice. I am really not good at interiors, so this kind of took me a while just to figure out what I wanted to do. So we just got a pot, lots of plants. These are going to be glowberries eventually and grow. Here's my little desk. I want to make this orange eventually, but I don't have any orange wool right now, so this will do for now. We can add some more interesting things here eventually for sure, but this is what we got right now. My little balcony. So yeah, I'm actually quite pleased with this. So I've decided that I'm actually not going to design the interior of the zombie farm. Not because I'm lazy. No, it's definitely because I'm lazy. I really just want to build this barn, and I just did an interior, so yeah, honestly, I'm kind of lazy. But I'm going to go there right now, AFK, for some levels because we need to upgrade our stuff, and hopefully we can get back to collecting materials that we need for the barn. Ooh, silk touch on a book. I'm honestly gonna take that. Let's see what we get now. Looting 3. That is so good. Wait, let's see what we can get on a book. Okay, I think I'm gonna take the looting 3 for the sword. Ooh, smite. Okay, smite is really bad, but honestly for now I think that'll do. Okay, we can still enchant one more thing. I think I'm gonna get prop 4 in the leggings. Prop 4 and breaking 3, that is literally perfect. I'm also gonna put a mending book on our axe, and I'm gonna name it chainsaw because I don't know, why not? So now I think would be a good time to get back to gathering materials for the barn. I was kind of just listing everything out, so I'm gonna continue doing that and see if I need any more blocks. Okay, really oddly, one of the materials I'm actually missing is hay bales. I'm gonna gather all of my seeds and I'm gonna start a little farm that we can get those growing. I'll honestly just do a temporary farm like right here. I just realized I need 25 campfires, which is, oh my god, that is literally, oh, wait, I can craft so many. Would it be stupid if I'm crafting a stack of campfires? I'm gonna use them all eventually. The one block I don't have is granite. That is so stupid. I think there should be some down here though. Okay, here's some. Okay, almost have 2 stacks. I feel like that's definitely enough. Another block that I'm missing is moss. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm honestly just gonna come down here, gonna dig out a little room, and I'm just gonna bone meal the moss. All right, this should be enough moss for now. Oh yeah, that definitely is. And I'm almost finished collecting everything that we're gonna need. I also just realized it's day 51, so we made it past 50 days, which is awesome. You're halfway to 100 days. All right, and for the most part, I pretty much got everything except a few little bits like flower pots and stuff, but this is everything that we're gonna need to build this barn. Now, I am gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna do time lapse because this is honestly gonna take a fat minute to build, but I hope you guys enjoy. And finally, the barn is finished. This thing looks so good. I'm gonna head to sleep real quick before I show you guys, because my chances are a creeper is gonna blow up my build. I am so excited to show you guys the barn. I am so proud of this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Please. Please. Before we continue, I actually remember that we're missing one thing. I'm gonna steal one of these. I'm gonna make some light blue dye. Grab some glass if we have any. We do. Make some of this. Now I only need 1 piece. And the last final touch is this. There we go. And then fill this with water. Hold on, guys. And do this. All right. So this is the barn. I am honestly super proud of it. I still gotta add some grass and stuff up there. But yeah, this is her. I was gonna turn this into stables, but honestly, I'm thinking I'm actually gonna make stables. So I think I'll just put actual animals in here. I still gotta do the path. I still gotta texture up the ground and then also connect it to the path over here. But I am super proud of this. I still have a few things to add here, like an anvil, a pot, and whatnot over here. But I am just super proud of this barn. I really love just the texturing at the bottom, and I also love the shape of the barn. I think it turned out really well. And this new thing that I found is like using jungle wood and just mixing in a whole bunch of different types of woods. Like before, I probably would have like just made this spruce, but I added in jungle, I added in oak, and I think it looked so good. Even for the roof, I did a little bit of texturing with like the jungle. Oh my god, I forgot a block. But the jungle and the granite, and I think it turned out really nice. I am actually gonna go fix that, because if I don't do it now, I'll probably never do it. Let's be honest. And there we go. I'm also going to do some of the last finishing touches, like adding the water. One of the really cool things I saw is putting bamboo signs around hay bales, and I actually think it looks so good. This thing I saw on Pinterest and I thought it was kind of cool, so might as well add it. It looks like the water is like flowing out of the tap into the bucket. This is the inside, just like a little shelf. And then if we go up here, honestly, there's not really much up here. I don't know if I'm going to decorate up here because I doubt I'll really be up here much. I might add like some hay bales and some storage, but other than that, probably not much. And the inside's probably going to be mostly coarse dirt. Wow, I am so happy with the way this barn turned out. Even this top little piece of log up here, like I don't know. I think it looks so good. I am absolutely in love with this barn. The shape is just so nice. Like it's so barny, you know? And I've never built a barn before, so this is really cool. All right, a little bit of side note, but I just did a short little TikTok stream. I added a few things into the house. I added my first set of iron armor, made this orange, and just a few random things. But I think it's time to actually just continue this path, make it connect with the barn, and then also change the barn floor here for probably coarse dirt. And then it's time to move the cows and the sheep in here, which I am honestly not too excited for that. Oh yeah, and I also organized all of our things. It only took like 20 minutes, surprisingly, but I organized everything. We also have no gravel, so I gotta go get some of that. Oh no, this shovel is fortune 3. That's not gonna work. All right, I got a new shovel with unbreaking 2, so it doesn't have efficiency, unfortunately, but at least I'll actually be able to get the gravel now. Okay, and that is it finished. I think it looks so much better with an actual path. I still gotta finish this path. This is just kind of temporary for now. I also added like a little bit of grass, some buttons as well, but the inside looks so much better with coarse dirt. Now my plan is to have here the back be like actual pens for the animals. I have lots and lots of animals. Here I'm gonna have a few sheep just in case, but I'm gonna make some pens in the back, and for that I need fences, and I also want to do some logs with like slabs probably. I'm thinking probably stripped spruce would look the best. So I'm not 100% sure how I want to do this. I think I might actually... no, that doesn't connect. Okay, I think I'm going to do dark oak on the top, but I'm literally just going to do something like this and just make pens. I might put all of the animals together. I actually haven't decided if I'm going to make a different pen for each animal. How big do I want this? Okay, I feel like this actually does not look too bad. So I'm just gonna go in and add the spruce with the slabs on top. And then I might as well just put a gate right there. Now I'm not sure. Do I do like, I can do another pen on this side. Actually, yeah, to be honest, I think I'm gonna do that. And I feel like this is a good shape for the other pen. Now I'm gonna do the same thing and add this spruce with the dark oak slab on top. And now that it's nighttime, this is actually perfect because I think the last thing this thing needs, probably some lanterns. And I just realized I don't have a gate on here yet. And I'm gonna add a gate on this side as well. And I also continue the path to go to the gates. I think this looks so good. Now is the task that I am honestly not too excited for. One of the sheep flew into the cow pen. Ooh, there's a cat in here. I just saw it. Oh, I'm gonna have to tame that cat after. All right, I think this is a decent amount of sheep to bring back. So whatever ones don't make it in the pen will unfortunately have to die. So we'll see how many make it. Honestly, this isn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. The sheep are pretty well behaved. Oh my God, I did not mean to do that. All right, come on, sheep. Come on, guys. And these guys can actually go into the barn. I have a little pen for you guys right here. Now it's time to get the cows and then we'll actually be all done. Oh my God, the cat just ran. All right, hopefully it'll still be there after. I want at least 2 in here. Okay, that's enough. Okay, 3 will do, I guess. And then the rest go into this bigger pen over here. And we can breed these guys up. All right, that actually was not as bad as I thought it was gonna be, surprisingly. I think I'm also just gonna put my horse in here for now. I am gonna build stables eventually, but the horse can just chill in here for now. So I think for the last final touch, I'm gonna add a few rocks into the pens. All right, and honestly, I think that is the barn complete. I am super pleased with how this came out. We even got the animals in here. I think eventually I am gonna build an auto sheep farm just because the amount of gray wool that I'll need for builds is kind of crazy. So I think I definitely gotta do that. Actually, before I end this video, I forgot that I asked you guys to help me name this dog. So let me go ahead and pick out a comment. And I am gonna name the dog Bruno. Thank you so much, Warren, for your comment. I think Bruno actually suits this dog so much. Oh, there he is. Look at Bruno. He's always just laying down here. I don't know what this guy does. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.